Hey, what's going on, brother? I'm Nate.
Nate, nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is Christina.
Christina, nice to meet you.
Sweet.
Are we taping the whole thing?
Yeah, we got a friend we're sending it to.
Okay.
I own a German restaurant back home in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
And we just recently opened up a homebrew shop in our deli and market. It's the first one in about a tri-county area in Florida. So the friend that we're taping it for is a beer aficionado, and he teaches homebrew classes. So he's extremely jealous, and I'd love to show him.
Nice.
Great.
So you guys know what it takes to make beer.
For the most part, yeah.
So I'll just give you
On a much smaller scale.
Yes. Same deal if you're doing all grain mashing. That's what we do. Single step infusion. So we crush our grain, mash in here. It's our mash slaughter ton. That's our boil kettle. At the moment, done boiling, so I'm cooling in.
Okay.
It's my fermenter. We have a 20 barrel system here, so that's about, technically it's 620 gallons. We brew about 660 gallons per batch. These are 40 gallon fermenters, so 2 brews to fill up one of those. We have 2 60 barrel fermenters and 4 80 barrel fermenters down at the end. All the way down there. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know exactly how many barrels we did last year, but I think it was somewhere in the range of what's 40 times 350.
I'll get back on you
Whatever
with that one.
is. Figure that out.
Yeah.
That's about how much we did.
Wow.
You guys distribute east of the mountains, I pretty much said?
Yeah, we're in 20 some odd states. So if you go on our website, it'll tell you every state that we're in. Yeah. We have 13.
Is this the only location that you brew from?
Yes, we did have a place down in Arizona, but that one didn't work out.
Okay.
This one's going strong, yeah. So we use American 2-row, and then we have 10 to 12 different specialty grains that we'll crush in to make our different beers. We have 13 different beers. I can name them for you. Or
We tried
We tried them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
His favorite is
Stout.
black powder stout.
Yeah.
Black powder is very good. I love an oatmeal stout. I'm a big fan of the rye porter,
Right.
and the Pickaxe IPA is just a great American IPA. And we got some funky ones. We're doing an over the bar series, small batch, about a barrel and a half worth.
Sorry, I keep looking at the window. It's the first time I've ever seen snow.
Ever.
Ever? So,
Very
yeah.
cool. Well, mazel tov.
Yes, mazel tov to you, my friend.
Thank you. We're happy to get any snow we can.
Yeah.
It's been like dry as winter.
Yeah, that's what they were telling us up. We visited Al over at the gold mine there.
Okay.
And he was telling us that it's like a drought as far as you guys are concerned.
Yeah. Worst snowfall in over 30 years.
Right now in Florida, it's 70 degrees, and I think it's raining.
Yeah.
My in-laws are in Florida right now.
Yep.
I don't know where they have a place, but it's down there.
Ours too.
There you go. So a couple other things about the brewer here. We boil for 2 hours.
Okay.
Part of that has to do with elevation. So at elevation, your boil temperature is lower.
Makes sense. We're 2 feet below sea level, so.
Exactly. So you guys, well, homebrewers, I mean, as a homebrewer, I boil for an hour at home, even at elevation. But since we're on large scale, we go for 2 hours. We add hops at 90 minutes, and then depending on the beer, most of them are at 30 minutes, 90 minutes to the end of boil, an hour and 45, and then 2 hours for our flavor and aroma hops. We have about 10 different hops that we rotate through. Willamette, Mount Hood, Chinook, Summit, Saz, Perle, Brewer's Gold, sometimes Nugget. This is more for you.
Yeah, more for Gary.
Some of them from his
Yeah. What else we got? Tetanang, however you say that. And then 1 or 2 others.
Cool.
When I called him earlier today, I told him the whole town smells like
Yeah, it does too.
mashed.
Absolutely. You might want to pause.
Awesome. I just love the size of all of it. Yeah. Well, that mountain is gone, which is still coming over the mountain. It's not even here yet. I can see the stem getting bigger. Yep.
Most of our hops stay in the oil kettles, which we whirlpool, get a hot cone.
Okay.
They're cool import in the mug where the hops settle out.
Yep. I'll set them out.
So we have two kinds of yeast. We have 1056, I think, 1056 American Ale. Then we have a Bavarian Lager. Those are pretty much the only two that we use.
Okay.
Except for a couple of our specialty ones. I created a small batch that's going to be over the bar in a couple weeks. We use a couple of Belgian yeast. So
Nice.
double black Belgian influence IPA.
Week after we leave, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, jeez.
You guys driving or flying?
We're flying. Yeah.
You gonna sneak some beer on the plane?
We've been debating it, but it's tough with glass.
It's a pain. It's a pain. Her father snuck us back a bunch from California,
Yeah.
so we kind of feel like dirtbags not doing it, but at the same time,
You check bags or?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I brought some of my home brews home.
Yeah.
You just wrap it up in clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't take a lot, but
Right.
grab a couple of bombers, some of the specialty ones. And,
Nice.
so we'll reuse our yeast up to 15 generations.
Okay.
So we'll.
Oh.
Here's the process for fermentation. It's about a week fermentation for lagers, and then we cold crash for a week.
Okay.
So that we drop the temperature, causes the yeast to settle out, relax in the cone, get a nice fluffy yeast
Right.
source, and then we'll harvest that and then repitch. For lagers, we ferment for 2 weeks, go through diacetyl arrest, which is, you know what diacetyl is? It's an amino acid that yeast puts out.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It makes you sick or anything. It just is a flavor component. You
Right.
don't
It's
want
not
in beer.
palatable.
Yeah, it makes beer buttery,
Oh.
which is what you don't want. So we drop the temperature down to 42 degrees and lager it,
Okay.
which allows the yeast to reabsorb
Gotcha.
diacetyl, and then we cold crash that one for another week. So lagers are in tank for a month.
Okay.
Ales for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is the whirlwind tour.
Gotcha, man.
Couple
Hey, no
other
problems.
things
Thank
that
you,
I can
man.
show you, but I'm busy. Sorry.
No worries, man. Make some beer.
Right? Yeah. working
Very
on
cool.
it.
All right. Well, I thank you, Gary. Thanks you.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you stay